You're good. Oh, hello, and welcome to the OOR's E-Portal user training. This slide presentation will cover all aspects of the e-file portal that a user will encounter during the course of an appeal. The glossary defines common terms that are used during the right-to-know law request process and appeal process. A few preliminary points. Only the parties to an individual appeal are able to view the docket and uploaded materials, and only the final determination will be made public. The portal refreshes once per hour, so you will not instantaneously get an email alert confirming your submission or upload, or a notification of another party's submission or upload. When you're served with a notice of appeal and a matter assigned to the e-file portal, you will receive login credentials to enable you to access the appeal docket through the portal, and it will consist of your email address and a randomly assigned password. Your login credentials will remain the same for all subsequent right-to-know law appeals you were involved with. Once you have been granted login credentials, you have the option to change your password. If you don't remember your password later in the appeal process, you can also reset it. Next, we will cover the steps for using the portal. All of your appeals will be listed and will be accessible when you log into the portal. If your appeals will be listed, this will be the case whether you have one appeal or multiple appeals. On this page, there is also a link to file an entry of appearance, or EOA, for a specified appeal. When an appeal is docketed with the OOR and a notice of appeal is issued, the requester and the arrow will receive login credentials and will be granted docket access. If either party will be represented on appeal, for example, the requester by counsel or the agency by a solicitor, the entry of appearance or EOA form must be completed. The EOA form is also available on the OOR website under the Appeals menu. The electronic EOA form is the preferable method, but a paper EOA that is uploaded to the docket by a party who already has portal access will also be accepted. This slide is the electronic direct interest participant form, or DIP request form. Please note, a direct interest participant form is not for the parties, such as the requester, agency, or counsel for either party. DIP or DIP status request is only for outside parties or their counsel that may have an interest in the records at issue on appeal. The DIP status request form is also available on the Appeals drop-down menu on the OOR website. The electronic DIP form is the preferable method, but a paper DIP that is uploaded to the docket by a party who already has e-file portal access will also be accepted. When a DIP request is submitted, the appeals officer will review it to determine if a third-party interest in the appeal has been demonstrated. The appeals officer will contact the parties with a DIP determination and an explanation of the next steps in the process. A DIP has access to the online portal account and all submission documents and communications that have been added to the docket sheet through the portal. Only those entities that have been granted DIP status may access the docket sheet through the portal. On this page, a party is able to see all party participant information. Simply click the View Party Info button. The next slides go through the steps for a user to upload documents to the portal. This slide depicts the requester's view of the document upload page. The drop-down menu provides the user with document descriptions for uploading purposes, for example, requester correspondence or requester submission. Choose the description that best describes your document. If it is an incorrect description, the appeals officer can change the description to the correct name. This slide depicts the agency's view of the document upload page. The drop-down menu provides the user with document descriptions for uploading purposes, for example, agency correspondence or agency submission. Please take note of the file limitations and formats that can be accepted through the portal. If you have problems or questions, contact the OOR staff at openrecords@pa.gov or 717-346-9903. In addition, a short and more informal correspondence may be sent through the portal by way of a manual text box. Using the text box is similar to sending an email or a text message. A party is able to download, save, and/or print the docket sheet for an individual appeal. The save function allows a user to save a file to a personal device such as a laptop. The print function allows a user to print the entire docket sheet for an appeal. This slide shows an example of the printed docket sheet. This view shows the appeal case information, party information, as well as dates and descriptions of individual docket entries. Parties will receive email alerts when any party uploads documents or communications to the online e-file portal account for a particular appeal. The following slides depict examples of email alerts a user will receive. This slide depicts the email a party will receive when portal access has been granted. It will include login credentials. This slide depicts the email a party will receive after a user uploads a document to the e-file portal. This is your upload confirmation. The email will specify the description type of document uploaded. For example, correspondence, submission, position statement, entry of appearance, etc. This slide depicts the email alert all parties will receive after document has been uploaded to the portal and accepted by an appeals officer. Email alerts for urgent communications will have a red exclamation point. This slide provides contact information and internet links where a user can find general portal information.